Hey everybody, it's me, Shell360, and yes, this is a different background than you normally see me with because I am in front of my Shinee shelf. I have no absolute plan of showing you my Shinee shelf because it's really messy right now. It's a catastrophe. But I'm standing over here or sitting over here because I am working on my shelves and I might start filming in front of my shelves in the future. So this is kind of a practice run. And right over here, this is the Red Velvet Summer Magic poster, in case you're wondering whose foot this is. But that's not the point of this live. The point of this live is real names. Hey Sarah. And it's real names because I saw a tweet that really made me think very hard about K-pop names, and I never think about that. I never think about it ever. Hello. So I'm gonna read the tweet and then I'm gonna get your feedback because these are fun games we can play and we're all looking for fun games. So the tweet is, name a K-pop idol that is referred to as their stage name more than their actual name. And my immediate answer, because I'm literally sitting in front of my Shinee shelf, was to answer Onu and Key, because I hardly ever refer to Onu as Ijin Key, and I hardly ever refer to Key as Kibum. Sometimes, but it's just very, very rare. So because of that, I'm like, okay, well, what are other people's answers? And there were some answers on this thread that had me thinking to myself, like, but what is their real name? So that's why I thought this was really, really good. So Sarah, of course, Rain is one that, I never call him Jihoon, even though I probably should. But yeah, Rain. I never call him by other things. I always call him Rain. Somebody listed practically everybody in NCT. But yeah, I was just like, okay, this is fun. So somebody did mention G-Dragon, which I was like, Kwon Jian. And I've called him that a couple of times, but I think that happened after he released the album with his real name. But before that, and most of the time after that, I've always said, G-Dragon or GD. I don't even say G-Dragon all that often. I think I say GD maybe a little bit more, even though GD sounds like goddamn, and I don't know. Bam Bam. I never refer to Bam Bam by his real name. Top, T-O-P, do I know his name? Yes. It's Choi Sungyeon. It's I have a hard time saying his name, but yes, I do know his real name. But I never ever refer to Top by his real name because I can't pronounce it. You heard me try to say it. I can't pronounce it. But also like Sungri, I never call him by his real name either. So yeah, I have my tongue doesn't work that way. Korean is hard because there's a lot of Y's that I have a hard time pronouncing. A lot of people call Sugar Yoongi. A lot of people do. And I hardly ever call RM RM. I either call him Rap Monster or I call him Namjoon. I call him Namjoon quite a bit, actually. I call him Taeyang pretty frequently. So yay! Hello, Jazzy. How are you? So more names. We're gonna keep going. Kai from EXO. That was the one that completely stumped me. I sat here for the longest time, like, what is Kai's fucking real name? Couldn't think about it. Could not think about it. Even now, as I'm talking to you currently, I know his real name. I know his real name because of all the EXO fan fiction I read 6 years ago. But I cannot think of Kai's real name in this very moment. And no, Kai is not his real name, Sarah. Somebody in the comments is going to say his real name, but that is not his real name. Never has been. But yeah, I'm like sitting here after reading gallons of EXO fan fiction and cannot figure out this man's real name. Jongin, thank you. Kim Jong-un. I even know his last name. Could not think of his first name to save my fucking life. But yeah, I was like, this is a really fun game. So that's why I thought, like, this is something we could talk about. Like, here's the stage name. Do you know the real name? Another example that I never think of this person. These were perfect for me because these are real names that I have never thought about in my entire life. Couldn't even give you a guess. Could not even give you a guess. Sunny from SNSD. What's her real name? I have no clue. I have no idea what Sunny's real name is. Another one. Sohyun from SNSD. What is her real name? I thought that was her real name. All these years, I knew Sunny was not Sunny's real name. I knew that. But I never thought that Sohyun's name was not Sohyun. Sunny's real name is Sungkyu. Wow. Wow. That is not Sungkyu. Wow. That is, first of all, that is actually a unique name in Korea. I don't think I've ever heard that name before. And I've watched a lot of K-drama. So that's a very masculine sounding name to me. Like, yeah. Sungkyu. Lee Sungkyu. That sounds like a... Am I wrong? Am I wrong for saying that sounds like a man's name? I probably am. I'm sorry. But it has a very masculine tone to me. Also, from FX, Luna and Victoria. Never thought of their real names. So Sohyun's real name is Juhyun, which you want to ask, why'd you change it from Juhyun to Sohyun? But, you know, it is what it is. Thank you. It does sound like Sungkyu from Infinite. And maybe that's the reason why my mind is saying Min's name. But yeah, Luna and Victoria from FX. So Song Hyun is Victoria's real name, I'm assuming. Because Song sounds like a Chinese name more than a Korean name. But yeah, never thought about Victoria's real name. Ever, ever, ever. Luna, never thought about her real name. Never, ever, ever. I have no idea. Not a single clue. Like, I got annoyed when Luna, the group, came around because I'm like, but that's Luna's name. That's not even her name. So I don't know why I was mad. So Meg says that she thinks that Luna's real name is Sunyoung. Park Sunyoung. I can see why you don't go with the Park Sunyoung. But yeah, had no idea. Next. CeeLo from BAP. Okay. Fair game, Jazzy. If that's what Amber calls her, then of course you would know because you and Amber. CeeLo from BAP. He has a real name? I don't know it. I don't know it. Okay, so Jen Hong. I could see not wanting to go with Jen Hong because that's hard. That's a hard one. That doesn't roll off the tongue. Also, it sounds a lot like hog, at least to my American ear. I don't collect boys love novels. I read them online, but I do have one BL book. I keep it in my Shinee shelf because I didn't have anywhere to put it, but it's this. It's the photo book for History Make Our Days Count. It's great. I recommend it. I'll put that back there. I'll put you up for real later. Okay, next. Hani and Ellie from EXID. I never thought about what their real names are. Hani and Ellie from EXID. Especially because, like, I don't know, Hani sounds like a real name, and Ellie as a rap name just never made me wonder, like, what is her real name? Because Ellie sounds kind of like Elle, like the name Elle. I know everybody's like, what? Not the real name. So Hani is Haehyun, and then Ellie, I don't know. What's Ellie's real name? I have no clue. Hyojin. Okay. Hyojin's actually pretty. I feel like there are idols named Hyojin. Like, there's got to be female idols named Hyojin. So, but yeah, wow. Okay. Next. This one I already knew because, again, I read a lot of EXO fan fiction. Chen from EXO. I've called CL by her real name before. Ichadin. I've called her that before. In fact, I did a fan fiction. Yeah, Jongdae. Jongdae is so opposite from Chen, but I feel like I've called him Jongdae before, so like it doesn't feel foreign to me because it's come up in conversation. Another one who I absolutely never call her by her real name. Never. And I know what it is, like in the back of my mind, but I can't ever bring it to the forefront to try to recall. I never call Sulgi by her real name. I never even think about her real name. I've seen it in print before, and I've been like, oh yeah, that's Sulgi. But then I'm like, I say very clearly, oh, that's Sulgi. Why wouldn't you just use Sulgi's name? Yeah, if you have a really common name, it makes sense to change it. Like, honestly, Jonghyun, there can't be any more Kim Jong-uns in K-pop. There's just too many. Also, there can never be any more Park Jimin's in K-pop. There's far too many. Like, there's at least three just in the same generation because there's Park Jimin from 15 there's Park Jimin from AOA, and then there's Park Jimin from BTS. But yeah, so it's just like I don't ever want to. You just some names you just can't use anymore. Yeah, Schumann's name is Minsuk, right? I'm correct. It's Minsuk, correct? Am I? Um, this one really surprised me. Do Young is Dong Young. Why would you make that change? That just seems like such a weird name. Yeah, somebody wrote that on here. They said Cha Eunwoo from Astro wasn't his real name. So Rowan apparently is not his real name. Okay, so in Monster X, I never think about what is Shonu's real name. I don't know. I never even consider it. He wants to be called Shonu, so I call him Shonu. I'm telling you, the chat's live. All these names, it's just like I've just always called you that. That is your name. See, and So Hyun Woo is not that far from Shonu. So, I mean, I get it though. If you're trying to rapidy rap, then it is what it is. So, Sun Hyun Woo, Shonu, very similar, but at the same time very different. Wano, never think about Wanho's real name. I never think about Wanho's real name. Part of it is because he didn't want to be called by his real name, so that makes sense. Because I mean, he says very clearly, I changed my name for a reason, so I don't think about it. But it's just like I think about it so much that it's hard to recall it when the time comes. I think about J Hope's name sometimes. Somebody had mentioned that earlier, like an idol you call by their name. I don't call J Hope very often, but I do. I think it's because I read so much fan fiction that I'm used to calling him Hosuk in my mind because of the fan fiction. Another one that they mention here is Haechan and Jaehyun. I didn't know that those weren't their real names. I guess I'm a poor excuse for a fan. Their real names are awkward. I can get why they would change them. There's a lot of extra letters there that don't need to be there. Okay, now this is one where I will never call him by his real name because his nickname is too perfect to waste. Woozy from 17. I'm sorry, your nickname is just too perfect. Why would I ever bother with your real name unless like these are official documents? Like your stage name is perfect. I've even taken your stage name and given it to other people. So, yeah. I just, you're always going to be Woozy. I'm sorry. It's just, it is what it is. And he's a Jihoon. Apparently, Jihoon is like the Korean equivalent of Jason or something. Like, there's a lot of Jihoons out there. Okay, now this is one that I did not realize that I refer to him almost exclusively by his nickname. And somebody responded, wait, that's not his real name? Taehyung from Big Bang. I almost exclusively call him Taehyung. I hardly ever say Donghyun Bae. I know his real name. I just said it. But like, I never think of Taehyung's name outside of that. And I don't call him Solar either. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not ever going to call you that. I'm never going to call you that. Or is it Sol? Is it Sol or Solar? I forget what he has him call him in Japan, but I'm never going to call him that. But Young Bae, that he only gets that name when he does something raunchy. Like whenever he's being scolded. Like when he's on stage and he's humping the floor, it's like, Young Bae, you better stop that. But otherwise, like, it's Taeyong. But I call him by his stage name all the time. I never call him anything else. Another person who their stage name, I call it all the time because, I mean, that's how they refer to themselves. Zico. I never think of it. I just never think of it. So I'm like, all the time when we're referring to Zico, I always call him Zico. I think Delight is such a weird nickname for a person. Like, my name's Daesung, but call me Delight. It's like, ooh, that sounds porny. And like, Jiho and Zico are not that far apart, so I could see why you go for Jico and Jiho. It's not that far apart. The 8, have no idea what the 8's real name is. I don't think I've heard it in conversation ever. Which, can we just all talk about the elephant in the room? Who the hell is like, my stage name is going to be The Number? Like, that's such a really bizarre thing to say. Like, I'm just call me the 8. The what? Why, though? Why 8? Okay, let's keep going. Hui from Pentagon, not his real name. I could have assumed that's not his real name because it isn't a particularly Korean sounding name to me, but I've never thought about why you would choose that as your stage name. What is your real name? The 8. That's just bizarre. Yeah, Wee's a good guy. I think I feel bad for Wee in Pentagon a lot of times because like I feel being in unpopular opinion. I feel like being in Pentagon has really stifled his creative abilities because Cube doesn't see it for Pentagon. So Pentagon doesn't get to do fun, cool shit. And Hui is so talented. He's such a good writer, producer, singer, and waiting around for Pentagon to do stuff, I think has really hampered him. And so anytime he gets a chance to work with other people or do stuff for other people, I'm like, damn, they're letting all of this talent just fucking sit in the basement when he could be doing so much more. So much more. Okay, a name that I never think of because honestly, I mean, I just never think about it. Lucas. I mean, I know Lucas is not his real name. I mean, I thought about like, oh, maybe it's his American name or his Canadian name or, you know, Christian name, but I never think about like, what is Lucas's real name? I just never think about it. And like, Lucas is kind of a fuckboy name. Let's just be honest with you. It's kind of a fuckboy name. So it's like, okay, we're calling you Lucas, but are we calling you that in a good way or not? Oh yeah, I knew Benzino was not Benzino's real name. I've always known that. Like, honestly, the first time I heard Benzino's name, I'm like, does he know there's an American Benzino? And like, has been around for a really long time, and you guys' names are not spelled super dissimilar. But I'm like, it's okay because the American Benzino can't rap, so it's fine. You can take his name. Let's see, who else is on this list? Wait, what? I don't know this person. Apparently there's an idol named Bic. B-I-C. No, of course Dean is not Dean. Come on. Dean? Come on, really? Do you really think Dean's name is Dean? You probably think Crush's real name is Crush then. Come on. Yeah, Bic like the pen company. Okay, so he's an MC and D. Apparently his real name is a real name. So, I mean, Dean is such a good name, like in terms of, you know, being able to say it out loud. I think the only problem I have with both Dean and Crush's name, and it's not really a problem in terms of like me being offended by it, it's more like it presents an active problem for me in my life, is when you go to search Crush or you go to search Dean, if you haven't been searching a whole bunch of stuff related to them prior to that, Google didn't know what the fuck you're talking about. Google thinks you're talking about James Dean or an academic Dean or any other kind, Jimmy Dean sausages. It doesn't really work well when it comes to search results. And then also with like Crush, so hard. I remember when Crush first came out and I was trying to find more of his other stuff online, and it's just like Crush. There's so many songs named Crush. There's groups named Crush. There's so much Crush in America. There's Crush Soda, Crushed Ice. Like there's just so much Crush. So really hard name to search. Another one, since we're talking about him, Zion T. I've never thought about what Zion T's real name is. Like when I think of his real name, I think Skinny Red. And I know that's not his real name, but that used to be one of his nicknames when he was first trying to debut. It was Skinny Red. But yeah, Zion T. What is Zion T's real name? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure I've heard it before, but honestly, I think Zion T's name is being Skinny Red because like, Skinny Red, that's me. So it's just like, I know it's not your real name. But like his first song, Click Me, or well, in his first song, but his song, Click Me, he's like, Skinny Red, that's me. And so yeah, Zion T, what is your real name? I don't know. I like you though. I swear I like you. I just don't know what your real name is. Let's see. I'll keep going and see if there's anybody else on here. A lot of the same answers. Somebody said half of Mama Moo. So yes, Hwasa, Solar, Moonbyul, and Wien, real names. Yeah, Samuel was Punch. That was his first stage name, was Punch. Hey Tay. So yeah, like I still don't know what Zion T's real name is. I'm just gonna say that Zion T's birth name is Skinny Red. Go with that. So Solar is Young Sun, which Sun is in the name, so Solar is a very accurate nickname. I'll go with that. Hwasa is Hyejin. Again, Hyejin. It's a very common name, so I get it. Moonbyul. I shouldn't laugh, but it's just like that little part tacked on at the end. Moonbyul. Yay! So cute. That's cute. Fun times. Let's see. Who else? Oh, some groups I don't know. Kim Hae-sol. Yeah. Sounds about right. I believe you. I can't verify it, but I believe you. But yeah, all these names, it's like, I didn't know what your real name was. And I feel so dumb. Ten's got a name that I can't pronounce. Lisa, I know that it's La Lisa is what it's short for, but if you ask me about any of the names of like Thai members, like Nikyun, his last name, it sounds like it doesn't have any vowels in it. Like it sounds like it's just all like not vowels. It's all consonants. But yeah, Lisa's full name, Bam Bam's real name, I wouldn't even hazard a guess. I would not even hazard a guess. I will look up Bam Bam's name just to see if I would like to attempt to pronounce it. His real name is Kunpimuk Buwakul. Kunpimuk Buwakul. And then 10, one of those long Thai names again, Chittapon Ichayaponkul. Lalisa Manaban. See, at least Lisa's name is like, I have a chance. I have a chance with Lisa's name, Manaban. But some of these names are just, yes, I will call you by your nickname forever. I will only call you by your nickname exclusively because I can't do it. I'm sorry. I want to, but I can't. Same thing with Jackson. What is Jackson's real name? I don't know. What is Jackson's real name? And when has anyone ever not called him Jackson? I'm just going to type in Jackson and let's see if we come up with Michael or not. Jackson Guitars, Michael Jackson, Jackson, people, Jackson as a name. I mean, of course Jackson is not his real name. Yeah, his real, like his birth certificate name. But yeah. I don't think that Jackson is his birth name. I think Jackson is like some people, depending on your culture, some cultures have like Christian names. Because I think that Taman has a Christian name. And so it's like an angelic, and I can't even say it, like an angelicized name, but their birth name is something else. So there you go. But yeah, so many people out here going by aliases could never be identified by the police because no one knows their real name. And it's just so funny to me. It's hilarious. I live for it. And then there's like some, on the flip side of that, I think there are some celebrities who their fan bases call them by their real name more than their nickname. Like I feel like people who are fans of old EXO definitely call Lay Ishing more than they call him Lay. Like absolutely, I think that they call him Ishing more. But I mean, he still performs under the name Lay. Like that's his stage name for sure. But it just doesn't seem like his fans call him that very often at all. And I feel like I see it more often that he's Yixing. So I don't know. It's interesting. It's very interesting when you look at the names because you just never think of them. And then there's idols that they go by their actual name, and when they go by their actual name, it's like how can you ever forget it because they're going by their actual name. What's Jennie's real name? Jennie from Jennie and Rose. What are their real names? Francesco. Yeah, I call Onu a lot, but I know a lot of fans call him Jinky. A ton of them do. And I know a lot of people want to call Jennie cannot be Jennie's real name. I refuse to believe that her Korean name is Jennie. But I know Rose has probably got a Korean name because she grew up in, is it New Zealand or Australia? Let's see. Jennie. Okay, so it's Chenny, but it's like J-E and then N-I. So it's Jenny, but it's not Jenny like it's spelled on like the albums and stuff. So there you go. Park Roseanne. Ooh, shit. If my name was Roseanne, I'd go by Jenny too. Or I'd go by Rose too. Because I was like, Roseanne? Girl, do you know what Roseanne looks like? I am Rose. Park Chaeyoung. Chaeyoung is a very common Korean name. I would get why you wouldn't use that. And I absolutely get why you would not go by Rose and you would go by Rose. Or you wouldn't go by Rose and you go by Rose. So that makes a lot of sense to me. Absolutely. IU. That's another person who I never refer to them by their real name. IU, I always refer to as IU. All the time. All the time. And I know for a fact I think about her real name, but I always call her IU, but her real name is Jian. I feel like the members of EXO are in a very unique position because, like Dio from EXO, I feel like more people call him Kyungsoo than anything because nobody likes saying Dio. Because Dio sounds like BO, like body odor. So I think that's the reason why people don't like to say Dio. They'd rather say Kyungsoo. Also, he looks like a Kyungsoo. He's adorable. He's so cute. Oh, I hope he's doing well in the military. He seems like he's having a good time. We haven't really heard anything about him, and I think that's evidence of him having a good time. It is. It's weird. Like, we're all like, Kyungsoo! He's like, my stage name is D period O. Yeah, whatever, Kyungsoo. Kyungsoo! So, it's so funny. That grown-ass man cannot get the respect he deserves. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I would do better if I actually could do better, but I don't. So, Myungsoo. I have one friend, Alex, who loves Myungsoo. He only calls him Myungsoo. He never calls him L. V, people don't really use V that much, you know. And like, I'm sorry, I said it earlier in the broadcast. I'm not calling RM RM. I'm gonna call him Namjoon, or I'm gonna call him fucking Rap Monster. I don't like the way RM sounds. And I don't know if it's supposed to be a play on words or if it's supposed to be like the sound, but listen, we all have things that we do when we're teenagers that we're embarrassed of. And maybe you're embarrassed of being a grown-ass man being called Rap Monster because maybe it implies something that you don't really want to have a discussion about. Maybe you were being extra cocky when you came up with Rap Monster, and that's the reason why you don't want to be referred to that anymore. Cool, cool, cool. Just let us call you by your name then. I'm not going to call you RM. I don't like the way it sounds. I'm sorry. I wish I did, but I don't. Yeah, but all the letters of the alphabet, L, V, N. I'm sure at some point there was somebody named Q. Like, there's just, don't do that. Don't do that because it's so fucking hard to search. Like, honestly, the reason why people who have single letter names don't get called by their single letters is because I can't search you. And if you're in the search, if you're in fucking Google and you're like, I would like to find this person, just typing in one fucking letter, how are you going to find them? How are you supposed to find somebody by one fucking letter? Like, you know, it is a thing that people need to think about more than they have in the past. The world is run by Google searches, social media, all that kind of stuff. And as more and more people are joining social media or joining the web, there are certain names that get reused and overused and everything else. And so it is important that you're trying to have something that's distinct. So I get it if your name is Michael and you don't want to be called Michael, you want to be called something else. But to have a regular ass name and then go by one letter, do you know how fucking hard that is to search when you're trying to find out information about a person? Because then you got to make sure you put in their group affiliation. Because otherwise, nothing is going to come up about them. And it's just so hard. It's the same problem I had with Dean and Crush, you know? So I really wish that people would think about this before they get into entertainment. I never call Changmin Max. I never call him Max. I never do. Never call him Max. I don't even like honestly. But I'll live with it. I can't imagine. Oh, I don't know. Maybe. Does Jaejung like being called Hero? Is that still a cool thing for him? Is he cool with that? Is that okay for him? I don't know if I'd want to be called Hero. I feel like there's a lot of assumptions and a lot of expectations when your name is Hero. Maybe I'd want to stay away from that. I feel like everywhere you go, people are like, I need a hero. And you'd be like, oh my gosh, shut up. But yeah, Max, I don't call him Max. Changmin. Changmin just sounds nicer. Also, there's not a ton of K-pop Changmin, so it's not like people are like, oh, I have you confused with the other Changmin. No, it's not a bunch of them. Still a pretty good name. Well, okay. Changmin, his album has Max on it. So, yeah, so there's like one more. There's not that many. It's not super confusing. And then, like, Junsu, apparently, Jun-K from 2 p.m., his name is Junsu. And that's why he changed it to Jun-K, or, like, something that happened when his grandfather died. I don't know. Jun-K is I call him Jun-K all the time because, it's what he prefers to be called. But it's an odd stage name. It's a really odd stage name because when you go to search it, it feels like you're typing in the word junk. So it's like, This setting is very bright. The bulb I have here, there's like, okay, in my living room, the light fixture is farther away from the couch. Here, where my bookshelves are, the thing is right here, and it's really tough. See, I don't want to have to do that. I don't want to have to find another name. Oh, okay, somebody asked about this bag here. This is my Ita bag, and I bought this specifically to have a place to put my pens because I had my pens in a box and I wasn't looking at them, and pens aren't cheap. I have pens that were gifted to me from friends. I have pens that I bought myself, and a lot of these pens are like $10, $15 a piece. So like looking at this bag right here, you probably can't tell, but this is probably like close to $100 worth of pens, if not more. And they were in a box, not being seen. So that's why I put them on the bag. And Jazzy, I was going to get you a bag like this, but like you said in your video, I noticed that you carried a small black bag. And I'm like, okay, if I'm going to get her an Ita bag, I need to get her one that will actually fit like the color she's currently using, the style she's currently using, because I don't think that you're going to wear a backpack. I'm not even gonna wear this fucking thing, honestly. I just, it's on my shelf, it's cute on my shelf, so that's why it's at my shelf. Speaking of which, thank you, I'm glad you like it. Speaking of which, I guess I'm not gonna do a shelf tour. But I did recently reorganize my Shinee shelf because it was a mess. There was stuff on top of stuff, and I'm actually hiding a lot of the good stuff behind me. So here is my Shinee 2016 Season's Greetings that was given to me by Onu Mania because she's the best. These are a bunch of Taemin's limited editions of his Japanese releases, and then a bunch of Shinee Japanese singles, and a Shinee From Now On right here. Put you back. There you go, Beba. Oh, you're all tilted, but I'll fix you later. And then this over here, this is my Shinee cards that are not Minho. These are my Shinee cards that are Minho. This is my completed star card collection. So, I don't know many people who have this, but I have this. This is a completed star card collection. It took me months to get this shit together. Like, almost a year to get this thing together. And star cards have gotten more and more expensive in the years since. I bought 2 full boxes of star cards to get this collection finished. So I'm very, very proud of this. yeah, I finished my star card collection. I actually have all 100 cards. So yeah, so I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I have all of them. I have the whole thing, and it took me forever to fucking do this. Trading and buying solo cards and just it. This was a commitment, guys. This was absolutely a commitment. But I've got all 100 cards. Not a single blank spot. Towards the end, I've got these cards here because I wanted the final page to look a certain way. See, it's 5. And then I wanted these all to be together. These are actually my favorite. I think they're the prettiest ones. And then the last page, this is the complete puzzle. But yeah, this is a complete collection, and then I have like all of the different collections listed. But yeah, this is complete star card collection, and I've never seen anybody else who had a completed one. I haven't searched YouTube like super hard for it. So when I was trying to collect, I was looking for people who were collecting star cards so I could do trades, because I still have a ton of star cards left from buying so many star cards to be able to complete my collection. So yeah, I got a ton of star cards left. But this is really a point of pride for me, because this didn't happen overnight. This was something I had to really work towards in order to be able to complete. I still have 2 of my star card boxes back here. Let's see. Try to do this without knocking everything over. Ooh, girl, I knew something was gonna fall. I knew something was gonna fall. So these are two of the star card boxes I bought in order to be able to finish my collection, because I bought actual full boxes, and each box comes with 50 cards. It comes with like 10 packets of 5 cards each, and so I'll show you what they look like. So it comes with this booklet here, which every pack comes with, like every box, and then that booklet has all of the cards that you're collecting in it. And this is how I was able to tell what cards I was missing. Thank God they put this in here. What a fucking resource. That's amazing. And then there was some prize that you can get, like if you got all of the cards, you could apply for like some special clock or Polaroid or something. I didn't apply for that, because like I got mine years after this promotion had ended. But the cards came in these really pretty packets, so I actually saved the packets. But the packets that the cards came in were like this, and you got 2 of each member, so there were 10 packets, 5 cards in each packet, and that is my star card collection. So yeah, I saved all of the packets that the cards came in because they were just too pretty to throw out. I mean, come on, they're gorgeous. Why would I throw them away? So that's one of the boxes, and then here's the other box, and I put Minho's picture on the front of this box because I had 2 of them. But they're really nice boxes, so that's why I didn't throw them away, because like, why would I? But yeah, this is, if this place was burning, oh Lord, please don't let that happen. One day I came home and there were fire trucks in front of our building, and I'm like, oh shit, did I leave the oven on? I was nervous. I was really nervous. But this would be one of maybe 10 to 20 things I'd try to save out of my K-pop collection if I had time to do it. Because I don't think I could ever do this again. Like if I had to start from scratch building this star card collection, I couldn't do it, because it's just, the cards have gotten crazy expensive. Let me see. I'm going to go on eBay and see if anybody is selling a box of star cards. This is gonna sound really bad, but like each of those boxes of star cards, I paid about between $50 and $70 for each box. So yeah, I couldn't afford to do it again if I wanted to. So I'm looking on eBay right now. Okay, someone is selling a box of Shinee and Wonderland cards for $89.10 plus $21 shipping. So this box of star cards is $110. So yeah, and that's for one box. That's 50 cards. It's not even for the whole kit and caboodle. And let's see what the description says on here. This is the new item. So, I mean, it's brand new. It's definitely worth the money. But yeah, those actual intact new boxes are really, really hard to find, and they're very expensive. So yeah, if this was to burn up, it would just be a piece of history lost, because I would never be able to do it again. But that's why it gets its own binder. It's not included with any of my other stuff. It's in its own binder because it is so very rare and so very special for me. So that's what that is. Some of the stuff is piled on each other, so if I don't put it back immediately, it's just because it's a hassle to put it back. Over here I have my Shinee Sherlocks, which I'm still looking for some Sherlocks. The Sherlocks I have so far, I have Jonghyun, Minho, and I think I have Key. I think those are the three that I have. These are the three Sherlocks I have. I need to get the other two. Oh, and also like Sherlock, this is the thing that makes it difficult. When you're trying to collect your different copies of Sherlock, because all of the photo books are interchangeable, the cover doesn't necessarily mean anything because you can change that book out. What matters is the back. So the backs of all of the slipcases are different. So like Minho's is actually a portrait of Minho. Get it? See, it's a portrait of Minho. And then the back of this one is like crazy stairs. And then the back of this one, which was my very first copy of Sherlock, is this block of stuff. So what I do a lot of times when I'm looking at auctions and I'm thinking about buying another copy of Sherlock, I look at the plastic slipcases to see what the pattern is on the back in order to know whether or not it's a copy that I already have. Because otherwise it's almost impossible to tell. Similar thing with Romeo over here. All the copies of Romeo look the same on the front, but the back has different individual members. The individual members I have so far, I have Taemin, and I have Minho, and I have Jonghyun. And again, my first copy was Jonghyun. So apparently Jonghyun was trying to be my bias from a very long time ago, and I just wouldn't listen to him. I was just like, get out my way. There's a wild Minho on the loose. I must have him. And so, yeah, Jonghyun kept coming up when it came to like the versions I was getting. Then I have multiple versions of Lucifer. So I have this version of Lucifer, which is the behind the scenes version of Lucifer. It has like a bunch of behind the scenes pictures of the photo shoot. And then I have two versions of the other cover of Lucifer, which is like the fantasy cover. So like the pictures in here are all like highly made up, and they're very I don't know, they're like fantasy. Like this picture of Minho. It's a beautiful picture of Minho, but it's very like creative. And this is the first version that I got. This version that I got, I don't open this very frequently because some of the pages in here are loose. As you can see, they're like falling out. So I try not to open it very often if I can help it. But I kept this version for a reason, because of this. So this is in the back of this version of Lucifer. Now, I don't know if that means anything, but I'll tell you why that's important. So when you when you go to the back where the CD is, and then you flip it open some more, there's this like art exhibit advertisement that's there. Well, when I got a second copy, because the pages were falling out of my first copy, my second copy doesn't have that. And so I was like, I don't know what that means, but even though this shit is falling apart, I'm not going to get rid of it because I've never seen another one that was intact that had that advertisement in the back. So I just kept it. Have Hello. Hello's really easy. And then I have the 2009 Year of Us. This is actually my least favorite Shinee album. Like, of all the albums that Shinee's ever done, I can honestly say this is my least favorite. And it is my least favorite because this was during a time when K-pop loved auto-tune, and Shinee's not a group that has ever needed auto-tune or will ever need auto-tune, and it kind of ruined this album. I would love to hear an unmolested version of this. Like, if somebody could please release the version before the auto-tune was applied, I would appreciate it. I would like a re-release of that nature, because this one, the best song on the album besides Ring Ding Dong is You, because it's the song with the least auto-tune on it. It's really a bad time. Let's see what else we got here. I don't want to get up and get in front of the camera, you guys, so that's why I'm doing all this awkward reaching, because I don't want to stand up because I'm wearing my Shinee pants. I have my Shinee pants on, so you got diamonds on them, and so I don't want to stand up. And I'm also wearing my concert shirt from the first time I saw Shinee, so all around Shineed out this place. See? There you go. I don't know where that back came from. So I have this copy of Two Heart. Fun, fun, fun. I have this copy of Forever Yours. Good time. And then I have Misconceptions of You, Misconceptions of Us, and I have Misconceptions of Me, and then I have Misconceptions of Us. So I have both of them. You don't have to get them all, by the way. Like, if you only like the songs on one part of the album and not the other, you can get what you choose. But I always will recommend to get the Us version. One, because then you have both of these albums in one handy dandy collection with a really nice slipcover. But two, if you get Us, it comes with a bonus photo book from one of their anniversary parties. So yeah, it comes with this bonus book here. So that's worth having. Also, it comes with 2 additional songs. So you get more music if you buy Us than if you buy them individually. So I'm not saying, I'm just saying the smart thing to do is to go ahead and get this one. This is the smart thing to do. And this was actually, if my memory serves me correctly, this was the second Shinee album I ever got. I think this was the second one. In fact, I want to say, if you go way far back in the history of my channel, my first Shinee album was Amigo. I know that for sure. But one of my very first unboxings on my channel besides Rain was this album right here. So this album is very sentimental to me. It's the Shinee album I've had the longest besides my copy of Amigo. So yeah, this is always going to be part of the collection. I'm always going to love it. My first photo card was Key. I got the Key photo card from this. So, yeah, it's very special. Oh, now I got to try to put all this shit back. Oh, woe is me. I feel like a bastard for complaining about having to put back all this stuff, because, I mean, I am fortunate to have these things, but at the same time, I'm not even going to lie to you. It's very inconvenient trying to stack this stuff back up, because it doesn't always want to cooperate. Things are different sizes, different widths, different materials, and some stuff flops more than other things do. So this shelf over here, I'm going to kind of angle down a little bit. If I can. I might can't. I don't know. There you go. So this shelf over here is kind of random. This is like stuff where I couldn't fit it anywhere else, and so I put it over here. So this is my Shinee World 2017 light stick. I bought this used. It's actually not in great condition. I need to get another one, but it came with the box. And I saw a lot of these that came in really good condition, but they didn't have the box. So I was like, I really want the box. The box is very pretty. So I opted to get this one. But the box is not in great condition. There's little tears inside the box you could probably see. And then like the box, there's a couple of little scratches on the lid. It's a little bit dented right here. But overall, it's in majority good condition. But this light stick is the largest light stick that Shinee has currently. It's larger than their current light stick over here. And this one has a crack in it somewhere, which is the reason why I was going to get another one, but I can't seem to see the crack right now, so I can't even show you where the crack is. But I think there is a crack somewhere on this light stick, and that's the reason why I was going to get another one. But yeah, this is still their biggest light stick, and so of course I had to have it because I wanted something big. And also this was the one that looks the most like what they currently have. Some people don't keep the boxes. Some people don't keep the boxes. And if you don't keep the boxes, that's fine. But this box is really pretty, so I feel like it's a shame not to keep it because it is so very nice. Like, it's got the little 5 on the top. Yes, there is. I'll show you that one in a minute. So it's got the 5 on the top. It's got this right here. It's got this pattern. And you see how it says SW? So it's like the Shinee world. So yeah, I mean, this is lovely. This is lovely. So I had to keep that. Then I have the last season's greetings I bought for Shinee. I need to buy the other season's greetings. I haven't, just because I've been lazy, but I really need to buy 2020 season's greetings. I mean, the year's halfway over. I probably should be able to find it on sale somewhere. But this is the 2018 season. Oh, so I don't have the 2019 either. Shit. Okay, so I need to buy the 2019 and the 2020. The Lord will make it come to me if it's meant for me to have. But this is the 2018, which I bought. This motherfucker's a brick. It is so freaking heavy. So I don't take it out very often. Also, mine came, this thing was damaged, but it's damaged because it's so heavy. So I can't even be mad, but like on the corner right here, it's damaged and it's damaged. But I had to have this one. I don't normally have to have anything, but I did have to have this one because if I'm not correct, this is the last official merch that SM put out that had Jongyun's image on it. This was already in production before he died. He died in December. They always film and make these things well before because they go for sale. And so this was it. This was the end. After that, SM quit putting his face on anything. So I had to have this. There was no other reason why. The reason why people hated it is because of this. I'll show it to you. So it comes with all these little books, which actually is not a bad idea. The little books are actually pretty decent because they expect you to use them to write shit in. Ha! As if. But this right here is the part that people hate. In the past, the season's greetings have come with photo cards. These came with punch cards. So here's the sheet, and it's a calendar card here. And you probably can't tell from looking at the front, but looking at the back, it's perforated. You're supposed to punch the fucking card out. You see that? It's perforated for you to punch this out. Why would I ruin the middle of this fucking card to punch out this image? That's something a crazy person would do. So yeah, a lot of people were really mad about this because the punch out cards are not cute. They're not cute at all. And then it came with these individual posters, but this is another thing that people didn't like. And I have to say I agree with you. It's just ease of use is not a factor here. So each of these posters is supposed to be a calendar month, right? So I'm going to open one up. Oh, baby. So this is a month, right? And the days are all around the edges, and you're supposed to assume like, okay, I know it's a Monday because the Sunday is clear, so the next day must be a Monday. Who wants to try to do all this spatial relationship shit if you just want to know, is the 12th a Thursday? Is it a Friday? Like, ridiculous. Ridiculous. The only thing that's good about this is that, like, they're really cute posters and you get 12 of them. Like, you could do a whole room in these things. But in terms of using it as a legit calendar, no, not at all. Not at all. So that's the reason why people hated these things. It's not because of the quality of the photos or because the product quality was bad. I mean, it's still really good SM quality stuff. It's what I come to expect from SM, but it just was practicality wise, who was thinking that this was going to work? It was a bad idea production wise. Put this back in here. I'm not going to show every single thing. I promise you I'm not going to show you guys every single thing. So over here I have a collection of leftover Shinee posters because every once in a while back in the old days I would get folded posters with my Shinee albums. I never order the posters anymore. I don't hardly use posters. I put this one up because I was in a mood today, but normally I don't display posters because I live in a grown-up's house. But I have a couple of Shinee posters that I received with different albums, and I couldn't bring myself to throw them away, so I kept them. So this is one of the posters I kept. It's Jonghyun's folded poster. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It's so beautiful. That yellow with that blue, what a gorgeous color combination. I'm never going to throw this out. I'm always going to keep it, but I'm not going to hang it, so it stays in its folded condition just like I received it. See what this one is here. Ah, yeah, okay. This is Taemin during 2. The reason why this move does not get hung up is because he's half naked. Sometimes my mom wants to come to my place. I can't have this out here. I can't have this out here. So that doesn't get hung up at all. Oh my gosh, I would never do that. Here's another one. Is this my favorite one? I bet this is my favorite. Okay, I keep this poster for sentimental reasons. This poster I actually should hang up because I love it so much. And one day I might actually get this poster framed because it is my favorite Shinee poster. Isn't it the best? Oh my gosh. Listen. When I first saw this poster, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. A fucking chicken. But the more I think about it, the more I'm like, this is actually really nice. This is actually really great. And so one day I am going to actually get this one framed, like get it pressed, get it framed, because it is legitimately art. Yeah, it's from first EP, first Story Op EP. So then this poster is this. This is the only group poster I have. The only one. And it's from Odd Era. Oh my gosh. This is so hard. There you go. So, that's Odd Era. I like this poster because it has like the track list on the bottom. That's pretty cool. Yeah, back in the day when I got it, I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. A chicken? Seriously? As beautiful as Jonghyun is, y'all gave me a poster of a chicken? Get the fuck out of here. But as I've gotten older, I realize it's actually pretty fun. It's actually pretty fun. It's pretty cheeky. And it makes it for something that like you can hang up and people will ask you about it. Like, what's with this chicken named Jonghyun? And you're like, oh, it's not a chicken named Jonghyun. It's named after an artist. And let me tell you more about it. It's kind of like the Jehovah's Witness of all wall posters. It invites you to have a deeper conversation. So put that there. Gosh, I haven't pulled some of these out in forever. Then I have these. Oh my gosh, I cannot remember. Jazzy, did you give these to me? I cannot recall. But this is the cassette for Shinee's One of One. I love this thing. I've never opened it. I've seen it opened, but I've never opened this. So it's right there. But this is opened. This was sent to me, and I opened it. These are these beautiful holographic cards. Okay, so Jazzy didn't give these to me. Who gave these to me? fuck out of here. I cannot recall who gave these to me, and I'm so angry now. But yeah, are they not the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen? Oh my gosh, when I got these, I was like, what? And normally I put my photo cards in my binder. I didn't put these in my binder. I wanted to keep them together because they came in the cassette. And I'm just like, okay. I cannot separate them because they all belong together, much like Mariah Carey. They belong together. Who's somebody gonna lean on when times get rough? But yeah. There's that. All right, let's keep going. So my boxes, those go back here. If I had this all open, I could put you back. There you go, friends. I had these stuffed over here, but I'm not gonna put them back there. Gifts from friends. So I have, this one dropped on the floor, but I have this official Dream Girl. Hey, you know, they were given to me as a gift, so I have no idea how much they're worth now, but I'm very grateful to have it. This is a Dream Girl sleep shade that was given to me by Emily. The rest is history. She was my Secret Santa one year, and this was her gift to me. Then I have K-pop socks, which were also gifts to me. I know Rosario gave me one set. I cannot remember who gave me the other set, but they're K-pop socks, Minho. I can't wear them though because my feet are too big. So yeah, I have them, but I cannot wear them because I have feet like Bigfoot. Then I have this luggage tag, which I got a couple of these luggage tags from a really big haul I got from Zen Market, but there you go. I love this luggage tag. It's so cute. And I always keep it in the little silver thing because that's its home. Why would I take him away from his home? I'll never use him on my luggage. Are you fucking kidding me? And let the airport people tear him up? I don't think so. I have this too, which is the Shinee handy fan. I guess the next time there ever is a summer concert, I could whip this baby out. Again, my box came damaged because the post office hates me and they make sure all my shit is dented. But this fan is cool because it charges on a USB. So there's that. It's very pretty. Like, I'm tempted to use it one day. I just haven't yet because, you know, I don't even remember how I got mine, but man, you talk about lucky days. Fucking lucky days. This one over here. I didn't realize that when these fans came out, they came with personalized stickers. This is the sticker that my fan came with. I don't know if you could tell, but that's Minho. And I'm so fucking jazzed. Get it? Jazzed. That I got Minho instead of like somebody else. Not that I would have been mad about getting somebody else because I love all of Shinee. It's just that I would have had to buy Minho's sticker afterwards. And so anytime I can get him and not have to buy him on the secondary market, I'm a happy clam. There you go. Safe and sound. Here I have all of the Story of Light albums. You can kind of see it in the background. And then I have Everybody here because it fit nicely. And then I have all of Jongyun's albums. So I have both versions of Bass. I have Story Op 1. Then I have the She Is album, both versions of Story Op 2, and then Poet Artist. I decided to put these here instead of keeping them with the other ones that are the same size because, I knew that this part of the collection wasn't going to grow, unfortunately, so it was nice to put it in a place where I wouldn't have to keep adjusting it, whereas Cayman CDs, there's more and more of them all the time. I'm running out of room. Then I have my limited edition versions of a couple of Shinee things here. Japanese stuff. These are limited edition Japanese things. So, I have this, which is like the mini LP version of Shinee's Japanese 5 album. This album is usually around $100 if you're trying to get it on the used market. I have no idea what it would cost brand new, but yeah, this comes with a CD and a DVD, and it's shaped like a mini LP. It's very, very pretty. So there's that. Then I have this mini LP version of Taman's Flame of Love. I have never opened this. It's still in the plastic. Like it's still factory sealed. That's why the light's bouncing all off of it, because never opened it. And then I have this, which is the LP sized version of Key's hologram album, which I was not intending to get at first. And then Jazzy did an unboxing on her channel, and it was glorious. And I'm like, okay, well then I have to have it, because it's like fucking Christmas cards in here. It's filled with Christmas cards. So had to have it. And then I have this, which is the fan club LP size version for Taman's first album, and I had to have it. So it's big and it's pretty and it's very Taman. It's very Taman, and so have that as well. This is a slipcover. This is a slipcover, and then it's Lonely Taman on the beach. So that's what's in that crevice. Now I'll put these things back. Hopefully they'll go, because I do a bit of shimming to get things to fit in here. Oh, there you go. Stuffed you in there, babe. As you can see, my Shinee shelf is much like a house of cards. It could tumble at any moment, but it's mine, so I live my life dangerously. And then over here, I don't know if you can see a little bit over here. Oh, time to fix you. I can fix you real quick. There you go. There, that's better. Over here, I have a couple more things. This is the light stick that Jazzy was talking about. That's a pacifier. This is Shinee World the Best 2008 From Now On. This was the light stick from that concert. Maybe this is the one that's cracked and I was thinking about the wrong one. But this is the box, and this is the light stick, and I thought this was the light stick that I brought with me when I went to the Super M concert, but maybe my memory is bad. But this is the ring pop version is what I like to call it. It's like a ring pop. But I love this thing. I think it's so freaking cool. I've never seen anything like it. I don't know if I'll ever see anything like it. But yeah, it's really super fun. And then, yeah. So, cool. And it comes in this box right here. I did, because I was packing. I was going through airport security. I needed something that would allow me to have as much room as possible in my luggage. So I'm like, I'll just bring the smallest, most versatile light stick. And this was the smallest one. And it worked. I was surprised. I was surprised that they did the Bluetooth thing and it worked on something that was a little bit older. So that's cool. Can you believe it's been almost a year since we saw each other, Jazzy? I miss you. So there's that. So that's the light stick story there. Then we have the last light stick that I have out. No, I have another one out. I have the mini one. So I have the mini one out. I have that just laid down here. But, oh, shit. Just dropping stuff everywhere. I also have a lollipop that Jazzy sent me that I've never licked. She sent me this lollipop, I want to say a smooth year ago, and I've never opened it. It's just too cute. So I have a Minho doll, and I have that lollipop next to the Minho doll, and I just consider that his candy. But this is the official Shinee light stick, and of course I keep it in the cylinder because why wouldn't I? And she's a beaut. She's gorgeous. She's really good. So there's that. Then I have, this is the only Shinee Kino I own. This is Key's I Wanna Be Kino. It's the only one I own because this Kino came with like a different cover than the album came with. And so that's the reason why I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy this one because the cover is actually different. But yeah, this is Key's I Wanna Be Kino, and it's really, really cute. I've never played it, but I did buy it brand new. So That's what that is. And then over here is like all of my other Shinee albums for the most part. I've got Shinee the First, Dazzling Girl, and a couple of the like concerts down here. But over here is where all the regular versions of the Japanese singles are. All of the jewel case stuff. Taemin's discography and his Super M albums are here as well. So you can see Face, RE, because the repackage of Face, I Want to Be, Voice, Ace, 1 1 1 1 2 2, and then the repackage of 2, and then Want and Want. I love how even the repackage they plagiarized. You guys are a mess. You're the best. And then both versions of Want, and then Taemin's version of the Super M album, and then the regular version of the Super M album are there. And then behind the jewel cases, if I move them over a little bit, behind the jewel cases are some kind of odd-sized Shinee albums, a couple more jewel cases, and then some of the taller limited edition things. So that's what is there. Because I'm so out of room, it's ridiculous. It is what it is. So that's what that is. Go back to your place, friends. There you go. Good job. I have a couple of other like loose things here. I just don't know where to put them, so they're here. I have these things which are like odd shaped things. So this is the Sherlock single in Japan, and it's like a really odd shape, so I keep that there. Then I have a couple of like limited edition Minho cover items. So this is Minho's version of Sing Your Song, Minho's version of Kimi no Side, and then Minho's version of Winter Wonderland. And then this came with the Winter Wonderland. I think it's the Everybody version, the Japanese version of Everybody from the SM Town Live World Tour 4 in Tokyo. And then I have this fan club version of Your Number, which it doesn't have anything fancy to it. It really is just an envelope, but I think you had to get this at the concert, so that's why I got that. So those are some little odd things. And then I have some other little odds and ends here. I have this packet of Super M cards I got at the Super M concert. I have the Polaroids for Minho's Best Choi Minho concert series that he did before he enlisted in the military. The pictures for this are actually in my Minho binder. Then I was given this, which is Smile for You Shinee message. I don't really know much about it, but I kept it anyway because it's official. I also have this, which I need to send to Jazzy because this shouldn't belong to me. This really belongs to her. But I don't even know what the fuck this is. I know it's something official, but I have no idea what the hell this is. I'm not sure if it's a sticker or a coaster. You know what I'm saying? So I got this. This is a key. I think this is stickers. I'm pretty sure this is stickers. And I think this is the whole group, but I still need to send this to Jazzy anyway because she's the only person I know that might actually use these stickers. I would keep them in the plastic forever, but I'm pretty sure it's the whole set. Let's take a look-see. So we have key, we have the whole group, we have Onu, and Onu. So yeah, it's not even the whole set. It's just like 4 of them. So yeah, I need to send this to Jazzy because she might actually use these. I won't. I've talked about it before. I don't like using stickers, like official stickers, because then once you use it, you can never use them again. And so no, I don't want to do that. And then this thing, which I think these are like promo things, but I think they're official promos from Tower Records, but they're from the first concert in Tokyo tour. So I need to remember to send those to Jazzy. One day I will. One day I'll be a better friend to her than I have. And I've been a really shitty friend to her lately. We hardly ever talk anymore. And then this, I've shown this before. This is my Jonghyun ring is in here. And I got one other thing in this bag. Can't recall what it is now. Oh, shit. Yeah, these are my Shinee World 5 stickers that I bought when I went to go see Shiny World 5 in Dallas. So, yeah. That's what those are. They're stickers. Again, stickers that I'm never going to use because why would I ever do such a thing? And then I have the box for these cards. Like, this is the mini calendar box from the 05 mini calendar. I don't know why I've got it here, but I do. It should be in the season's greetings that it belongs to, but I don't know. I have it outside of the season's greetings, and it makes no sense because I have that season's greetings. It has a slot it belongs into, whatever. Okay, now I'm going to show you guys the most shameful part of my collection. And it's shameful because most of this stuff is stored terribly, but it's still stored in a way where it's kind of organized, it kind of is displayed. This is my box of shit that's not displayed at all because there's just too much of it and I don't know what to do with it, and I'm not buying a whole bookcase just to display this stuff. So it's kept in a Staples box. So this is my box of shiny odds and ends, and I'm not gonna pull every single thing out of here, but this is what's on the top of my box of shiny odds and ends. If that doesn't give you an idea of how fucking disorganized I am, I don't know what will. This is at the top because I don't want it to get bent, but I don't want to store it in the shelf. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But this is my supposedly Taemin signature from Super M. It's extremely neat, which makes me think that a manager might have signed this, because we know how they do. Then I've got this, which is a folder from Shiny Sunnyside. This was one of the pre-order bonuses when I ordered it from Amazon. Then I have this, which I know Jazzy sent this to me because she's the only person that sends me really cool stuff like this. Listen, Chibi Jazzy, if you want that Taemin signed poster, like, DM me and I'll find a way to send it to you. Because I don't use it. It lives in this box. I don't deserve to have it. But yeah. I've got these things that Jazzy sent me because Jazzy always sends me the best stuff. And I've kept it in here because I didn't want to take it out and get it dusty. And also I could not figure out where to put it. So in the box it lives. I still care for it. It's just in the box. And then I have this mouse pad, which was a pre-order bonus if you bought Shiny World 4, the DVD. So that's the reason why it's in here. And then I have this shiny sports towel, which I'm never going to use this to play sports or to dry off with. Let's see what else we got in here. We have these are a collection of fans. So I have this Shiny World 2013 official fan. It's an official fan. I got this Minho Shiny World fan. Again, it's an official fan. Then I have this Minho fan. It's an official fan from his best series of stuffs. And then I have this Minho fan from Shiny World 5 that I bought when I went to Shiny World 5. And then I have another Minho fan from his best Choi Minho stuff. And see, because I'm storing it so bad, the little sticker thing is folded up. But the fan is still in good condition, so I mean, overall, I'm doing okay. I'm scratching and surviving. But yeah, no, Jazzy, it's no big deal. You can have it, because I mean, like I said, I'm not really using it. I just got to figure out how to ship it to you. Ooh, I forgot these were in here. Oh, shit. Okay. Remember I said I had a few posters? I forgot that I had more posters in here. This just goes to show you, being a Shawwall is literally about losing your mind. You get so invested in it, you forget that you had things. I have almost been tempted to buy things double and triple times because I'm like, I don't think I have that. And then I realized, oh, yes, I did. Don't buy that again. So more posters, guys. More posters. So this poster is... Oh, no. Not opening that one. This is a G-Idol poster. Nobody wants to see that. So these must be my non-shiny posters. And I just happen to have them in here. Oh, wow. There's a whole bunch of posters here. Oh, I remember what these are. These are BTS posters. These are big old BTS posters that I cannot put on my wall. Don't know what I'm gonna do with those. Those are from Persona, so it's a bunch of those. These are some more BTS posters. So yeah, they're not shiny posters. They're BTS posters. Okay, I feel much better now because I'm like, why would I not store the shiny posters with the shiny posters? There you go. Then I have this tote bag. This is a replay tote bag that it's older. The plastic has started to yellow, but it's official. So, you know, I keep it in the little dust bag that it arrived to me in. It smells like old lady. Sorry, it just does. It smells like old lady. And then, like I said, I'm not going to get into it because I'm ashamed of it, but the rest of this box, most of the rest of this box is light sticks. Lots and lots of light sticks. I have multiple light sticks of like the same style, and I mean, to be fair, there was a time when I didn't have that many light sticks, and then I ran across a deal on Zen Market that came with like a whole bunch of stuff. It was like a bunch of merch, it was a bunch of light sticks, it was just a ton of these things all in one big box. That unboxing is on my channel somewhere. And so I went from having like a handful of light sticks that I could easily display to having like 20 light sticks. So I couldn't display them all on the shelf because then I'd never get to any of the albums or any of the photo books. So I put them in this box of shame. And I am actually legitimately ashamed because they deserve better. But at the same time, what am I supposed to do, guys? Well, like, what am I supposed to do? I just don't have the display room for it. And then I've got this thing, which to this day, I don't know what the fuck this is. I think it's like a water sprayer, like a mister. Like a not a mister, but a mister. Mister. That was a great song. That's a very underrated SNSD song. Mister. Anyway, I think this is a mister. I think that's what this is called. But like, it's the most random merchandise that I've bought from Shinee probably. Like, this is the thing that when it came in the package, I'm like, why did they even make this? But yeah, I think you're supposed to put water in it, and then this tube is supposed to put it through the sprayer, and when you push the button, you're supposed to get like water. It even says portable mist shower. But yeah, random. And then I've got like SM Town light sticks that they aren't shiny light sticks, but they were concerts where Shinee was there in some form or fashion. And so, yeah. And then I've got this exoplanet light stick, which it works. It's really pretty actually, but it came in that group of things I got. So it wasn't an intentional purchase. It was an accidental purchase, but one that I have regardless. I've got another bag in here. Yeah, I've got another bag. Got quite a few more bags. I've got a shirt. I've got a shirt in here. This is a Shiny World shirt, brand new in the package. It is a size small. I haven't worn a size small since I was 10 years old. So this is something I'm never going to wear because I would have to lose all of my flesh and muscle before I could fit in this. But I got that here. This one is probably one of my most fun shiny light sticks, like just like concept wise. This one right here. This shiny light stick, it's an official light stick. It's supposed to look like a balloon. So if you recall, if you've ever watched Reply 1997, back in the old days of K-pop, people didn't have light sticks. They had balloons for their fandom. And so this is like taking that concept of the old K-pop balloons and doing it as a light stick. And so I just think that's adorable. Keep that. I've got a few of these shiny watch light sticks. I've got a whole bunch of these like flat light sticks. I don't know what else you call them. They're like flat light sticks. I've got, I guess an ID bag. this Dream Trip notebook. It's just a plain notebook. And then some other like Minho merch that I didn't have a place to store it, so it's here. It's a notebook and like some loose cards and a pen. I have a Shinee first bag in here. I've got a shopping bag, like a gift bag. Some more posters. Where the hell did these other posters come from? Why are there so many posters in here? More posters, y'all. Let's see who these posters are. Oh, wow. Okay. So this is an old EXO Love Me Right poster. I remember when this album came out and laughing about the fact that they are wearing football uniforms and have on baseball caps. I thought that was funny. Like, what sport are you really trying to play, y'all? So there's that. Then let's see what this is. Oh, it's a Junkei poster. It's a small one, but it's a half naked one. So good on you. And then this is, oh, almost dropped you. Ah, it's a boa poster. I don't know why I don't hang this one up. This is actually a really gorgeous poster. It's very, very classy. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? That's so pretty. That's so pretty. She kind of looks like Yana. And then, let's see. This is GOT7. This is an Eyes on You GOT7 poster. I don't think I bought this album brand new. I think I bought this album used, and this was something that the person who I bought it from included in there. And then let's see what this one is. Oh, this is a Red Velvet one. Ooh, I really should hang this one up. This one is actually freaking gorgeous. Look at that one. It's the drawing of the ice cream cake album cover. Isn't that pretty? That is so artistic. That's very classy. Very classy. I should hang that in Stephanie's room because it doesn't necessarily speak to K-pop group. It just looks like really pretty pastel art, right? That one and the chicken. Both of those could pass for just art instead of being posters. Let's see what else we have here. Who the hell is this? Oh, okay. This is trauma. This is trauma. This is BAP's Put 'Em Up poster. I should really send this to somebody. I shouldn't own this because when I got into a car accident in Dallas, this was the single that was playing, and ever since then I haven't been able to listen to it. So I don't know why I kept the poster. I don't get it. Let's see what this next one is. Oh, this is my Hyunsung poster. This is another really classy poster. It's just a cool looking guy. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Sitting on a motorcycle maybe, but it's nice. It's a really good one. I feel bad for his career. Next we have... Oh my gosh! Meg, do you have this poster? Because if you don't, I will send this poster to you. I don't even know if Meg's still in the room, but if she's still in the room, let me know. If you don't have this poster, I will send this poster to you. I totally freaking forgot I had this poster. This is the Oh My Girls Closer poster, which, again, a very pretty, nice aesthetic, very fairy tale, but I know that I'll never hang this up. So Meg, if you are watching or listening and you don't have this and you want this, I will send it to you. Let me know. Let's see what else is here. So do you want this poster, Meg? If you want it, I'll let you have it. I'll pull it out and I'll send it to you. I'll just pull it out and send it to you. Okay. Next, what do we have here next? Is this 2 posters? No, it's just one. It's just one. Oh, yeah! I forgot about this. Okay. This is the Dum Dum poster. Oh my gosh, the thing is massive. Again, this is like art. Like it's very clearly Red Velvet, but like they're so small on it that it's more about like showcasing the fonts But yeah, this is the Dum Dum poster. That thing is so big. It's just unnecessarily big. It didn't have to be that big. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. So there's that. And then, oh my gosh, I remember this poster. What memories? This is the cutest poster for Mamamoo. Look at that poster. Isn't that the most adorable poster? Yeah. It's like the best. This is the best. I love this poster. It's so cute. All the little doodles and things are what make this poster so nice. That and like Wasa, she's so fine. And then let's see what this last poster is. Ooh. Y'all. If I was a teen boy who liked Corvettes and fast cars and beautiful women, and I was living in like the 80s or 90s, this would be the poster that would be on my wall. But I'm a grown woman who doesn't really care about fast cars and doesn't really care about half-naked women. And I just admire this because it evokes a time and a place and a vintage that just doesn't exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh, look at it. Is it not stunning? Is it not beautiful? Look at it. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. This is the Wonder Girls reboot poster. I feel you. Like it's wonderful. It's wonderful. Wow. That was a good time. That was a really good time. I haven't seen a lot of these things in a really long time. Like the only thing that would have been better is if they were soaking wet. But I think that would veer too far into porn land, so I get it. Oh yeah. The Wonder Girls, that album is so fucking underrated. It's criminal. It really is a shame how few people pay that album attention. And it's funny too because like that album was practically a flop, and then they came back with Why So Lonely, and people ate Why So Lonely up. And it's ironic to me because I think the single Why So Lonely is good, but I didn't think the B-sides were that strong for Why So Lonely as a single album or whatever. But Reboot has got some of the strongest B-sides of any K-pop album I've ever heard. Like the B-sides are actually a bit better than the lead song. So I don't know what folks are thinking or why they're not thinking, but everybody needs to do better. So reminder to self to send the Oh My Girl poster to Megan and to send the Taemin poster to Jazzy. Okay, I can do that. Just DM me so I don't forget. Reboot was such a time and a place. But yeah, that's my big box of miscellaneous Shinee and K-pop stuff. And like I said, I'm ashamed. And you guys can see the address on here. It doesn't matter. It's not my address. Go in there. Oh gosh, there's so much of it. Whoo! Shit. Wow. That was a trip. That box is heavy. And then like there's other stuff that I have here. I'm trying to think. I don't want to show every single thing because there's way too much stuff here. But I mean, you guys have seen the snow globe. I've showed that before. You guys have seen the Minho doll. I showed that before. I think I showed my day and night photo books. They're really great. I love them a lot. I showed the chocolate box before already. I think I've showed the magazines. I have all of the Seek magazines. I don't know if there's a 15. I need to confirm whether or not there's a 15, because if there is a 15, I don't have it. I need to get it. But I have Seeks 1 through 14. Jazzy gave me this because she's the best. And then I have some season's greetings, I just have a lot of shit back here. I have a Warang photo book. I think I showed that to you guys already, but I have the photo book for Huarang. It's right here. And then I have some concerts, some DVDs, another notebook of some sort. I forget. I think it's for an Artium project. Oh, I have a paper doll. I have a paper doll for Shinee. Well, for Minho, I should say, because there were paper dolls for all the members, but I only have Minho's because he was the only one I was really looking for. So this is Minho's horror show paper doll. These are really awesome. And then I have this, which is the empty bag of Shinee sweet and salty popcorn. This too might qualify as one of my most random pieces of Shinee memorabilia. The popcorn wasn't bad, it was just stale by the time I got to it, so wasn't the most fun memory, but it is my memory, so take it for what it is. I also have this, which is a Sesame Street Shinee collaboration folder. I didn't buy it by itself. It came as part of a box of things, but still, I don't know how or why Shinee did a collaboration with Sesame Street that combined the aesthetics of the One of One album with Sesame Street characters, but I live. And if the day ever comes where I can get a hold of Minho's Sesame Street doll, because he's the Big Bird one, I'm gonna get it. And then I have this, which is a concert booklet, or concert brochure from Shinee World 2. And it's really, really nice. This is one of the nicer things. Ooh. This is one of the nicer things that I own, like, in terms of, like, quality. But, yeah. Look at these pictures. Aren't they gorge? They're so nice. They're really super gorgeous. And this brochure was not expensive. I think I paid like $15 for this brochure. But yeah, it's really, really nice. It's of a really good time in Shinee's career. And I like it a lot. Because this was like right after Sherlock, I think. I'm pretty sure it was right after Sherlock. And, you know, Sherlock was just such like a whew. So every time I think about that era, I'm just very, very happy. And then like things that all of my friends have that it's a shame that SM doesn't reprint because I think they would sell like hotcakes. All of my friends and I have this thing right here, which is the Shinee World 4 album. Yes, guys, this is an album. This is not a DVD. This is not a photo book. This is an album. However, it's nobody bought this for the music. We all bought this for the photo book. But this was another really serendipitous moment for me because this thing came with photo cards and my copy, brand new, came with the Minho card. So, like, I was super lucky. But yeah, gosh, the thing, like, again, if I was able to grab like 10 things out the apartment to take with me K-pop wise after I've secured like my passports and all that stuff, this is one of them. This is definitely one of them because it's really, really super nice. Oh my god, what the hell? Let me look at that one more time. So you're just gonna tease me with half naked? Oh, hey. All right. Oh my gosh. Ugh. I'm sorry, you guys. Oh gosh. I know I'm being bad. I know I'm being bad. He is more than his body. He is more than his physique. But it's something that I'll never have, so why can't I admire it? Oh my gosh, this photo. Love this fucking photo. It's like just two bros hanging out, cuddling, rubbing each other's abs. No biggie. Oh, this has some of the best pictures. I could look at this thing all day. I could look at this thing all day. This is so pretty. Like, look at these pictures of Key. Look at that picture right there. The lighting is perfect. The lighting is absolutely perfect. Oh gosh. Oh, the baby. The baby. And it's so weird because, like, truth be told, the photo quality on this, these are great photos, but the print is very matte, you know? So it's not like super in your face. It's just like very peaceful and just lovely. Gosh. Ah! You're so beautiful. Why can't you be mine? Ah. You're so perfect. You're so perfect. Oh gosh. If only you'd let me see your braces. Why do you keep hiding them from me? Every time I see you, you hide your braces. This is so nice. Gosh, this is so nice. I do remember when you got yours for $30, Meg. And I'm like, well, you know, just go ahead. See what happens. And sure enough, it was the actual legitimate thing. This is so nice. This is so fucking nice. You know, I don't take this out all the time just because, like, I don't want to damage it, but this is so nice. This is so nice. Look at these Taman pictures. Look at that Taman photo. That's like a really gorgeous photo. I better pick an Onu photo because y'all are going to accuse me of being an auntie because I've shown Key and Jonghyun and Minho and Taemin and I haven't given Onu any love. So I got to pick the best Onu picture to show. That way people will know I'm not being biased. There's so many good ones though. I don't want to just pick a random one. I want to pick a really hot one. Okay, so that's not a hot one, but that's actually a really gorgeous picture. Look at this picture of Onu like sleeping backstage. Doesn't he just look so serene? And just peaceful. He looks so soft. I think it's his hair. Like the edges of his hair just make him look so soft. That baby's tired too. Managing this pack of hoodlums. Ooh, this is a nice one too. This is a really nice portrait. Especially look at the Adam's apple. Oh, he's so pretty. Like he's just like got a man's face. Does that make any sense? This is great. If you can get a hold of one of these, they're expensive. I'm not gonna lie to you. Meg getting one for $30, that is the deal of the lifetime because this thing was $60 when it came out. So paying $30 for it is a fucking deal because it was not $30 when it came out. It was, well, once you factored in shipping, it was $60 for me to get this thing. And on the aftermarket, most of the time it retails for between like 100, 120. Sometimes you can get it for around 70 or 90 bucks, but this is not cheap. And so, yeah, definitely if you can score it, I highly recommend getting it. And then something that is not out of print that you could easily get right now that no one seems to buy because no one sees the value in it. This little bitch right here. This is the SM Station album, season 1. SM has never printed the season 2, which is a shame because season 2 has some of the best songs from SM Station, but SM doesn't care about our opinions or our feelings. But this is something that if you are a fan of SM groups, you really should buy. It's very much worth it. And like I said, it's not out of print. Everybody's got back copies at their website, so it's really easy to get. It's not hard at all. You can pay retail price for that. But it comes with 4 CDs, which my CDs are in a binder, so they're not here right now because that's how I store my CDs, in a binder. But it comes with this photo book right here. This is what it's worth having. So this is the photo book, and it lists all of the people who had songs on the album. And then inside, it has like art and pictures from the different videos. As a Shawwal, this is a massive thing to have because Jonghyun did the song Inspiration, and I guess there was a plagiarism issue, so SM didn't want to release the video. So if you get this, you get all these kind of still shots from this video, right? So like, why wouldn't you buy this if you're collecting Shinee? Because this is like this content just isn't really out there like that, you know, at least not in official means. And then there's other stuff too. There's, you know, photos of like people collabing backstage to do singles. So that's really fun stuff. When EXO did the single for You Jae-suk, they've got pictures from that. Like it's a really nice photo book with some really nice photographs. And I feel like more people ought to get it because of the photo book itself. Like the photo book is very valuable. Look at that. She looks gorgeous. I don't understand people. I don't understand why nobody's getting this. I don't understand why this isn't sold out. Because this should be sold out. Because, like, when do you see Tiffany doing anything with SM anymore? You know? So, I think it's worth it. I absolutely think it's worth it. And I wish more people would get... Oh, look at Dio! Singing the best R&B songs. Anywho's. That's my collecting rant. Like, I don't normally rant about collection stuff, but that is one instance where I will rant about it because I just don't understand why more people didn't want it. Because it's really, really nice. And it comes in this nice little hard box. It's 4 CDs, and I think it's like $30. It's not even super expensive. Like, you know, well, expensive relative. Let me walk that back. What's expensive to me is cheap to somebody else. What's cheap to me is expensive to somebody else. But in comparison to the things I have purchased, I have to say it was one of the lower cost items in my collection, and it packed a lot of bang for its buck. And the fact that it's not sold out to this day, it's something that you need to get before it is sold out, because SM's never going to reprint it. They're never going to reprint it. And I think that's everything. Oh, is that over here or is it over there? It's over here. I have to move that around. I don't show this very often because I actually don't like to open it very often because I know I'm never going to buy another one. So I tend to keep it closed and not looked at. This is my Jonghyun X Inspiration book. I don't even know what this thing cost on the secondary market anymore. The prices for Jonghyun stuff fluctuates a lot. It was really expensive right after he passed away. It got less expensive, and then I think it's back to being expensive because it was a limited edition thing before he passed away. It was not like something that everybody had all the time. So I didn't expect it to be, I don't expect it to be easy to get. But this photo book is one of the nicest things that I have that's just strictly dedicated to one member. I have a lot of nice group things, but this is like my nicest just Jonghyun thing. And it actually, my copy has a flaw. I don't know if you can see, but there's like a hole right there. That's because in the binding, I don't know if the light will catch it. There's like a piece of something underneath the paper. You can kind of see it a little bit. There's like a piece of something underneath the paper, and it's bruised all of the pages after that, which is a real fucking shame. But you know, it's not like I can get another one. But like, the pictures in here are just super well done, and they're very nice, and I really, really like this a lot. Ooh, hey. Hard stand hours. But yeah, I love this thing. I love this thing. It came with this postcard too. This postcard was part of it. But yeah, I don't take it out very much because it's already got a little bit of damage, and I don't want to break the binding or injure the papers, but monodrama. I had no idea when I got this that it would be so freaking rare. It sold out like almost as soon as it came out. And, you know, I'm going to say this. And I'm sure I might change my mind about it later. Let me get back in front of the camera. I've been off camera this whole time. This whole time. There you go. Ah, it's me. I'm back. So I've said it already, but I'm kind of off doing super collecting. Like all the stuff you see here, this is not stuff I bought overnight. This is a lot of stuff I bought over the course of many years. It's a lot of stuff I bought at times where I had more money, stuff when I had less money, when I had less expenses, more expenses. But I didn't buy any of the things here because other people asked me to buy them. I bought these things because they're things that I really loved. A lot of these things I have emotional attachments to. And it's brought me a lot of joy. And you'll hear myself, people who are watching, people that you're subscribed to talk to you all the time about like how to collect. And for the most part, people are very responsible when they tell you about how to collect. They'll tell you, buy the thing that maybe came out the latest because that helps the artist. Or they'll tell you, look around for different prices because you can always find a decent deal most places. They'll tell you to buy stuff used. But people, when they're talking about how to collect, more of the time we're talking about how to collect in terms of, protecting your pocketbooks, buying genuine items, things of that nature. People don't really give advice on like how to collect for you, like how you should formulate your collection. And as a person who has a few different collections, like I have the Shinee collection here, and then I've got an overstuffed bookcase full of K-pop over there. What I found is the thing that's everlasting and the thing that makes me the happiest and the stuff that I don't ever want to get rid of. Buy the thing that sings to your heart. Don't worry about if you only like one song. Don't worry about if you aren't really into the group. Don't worry about that kind of stuff, because there are things that I have that I could care less about the whole group, but that one project was really, really good and I don't follow up with them afterwards. I have things that are random, some of it super obscure, but it sang to my heart. It made me feel a kind of way. It made me happy. And those items are the items when I'm going through, what am I going to get rid of? What am I going to keep? Those are the things that I don't want to give away. Those are the things I hesitate to part with because they're just so freaking special. And that's, to me, the definition of a good collection. It's not about I have everything that they've ever done and it's all here. No. To me, a good collection is I have the things that make me the happiest. Because, like, even though I have a lot of this stuff back here, I don't have everything. Like, I don't even have all of Shinee's light sticks. Like, there's still a bunch of light sticks that are like the smaller light sticks that I don't own. And I have so many photo cards and fans and things of that nature that are Shinee related that I don't own. And I've taken my time. That's true, a bar of soap. I've taken my time getting certain things that weren't as joy-inducing as others. So like Jongyun's photo book, the inspiration photo book, I got that as soon as I was able to get it because it was something that just the idea of it even made me excited before I could even have it in hand. But it took me a while to get a second copy of Taemin's Famous album because I had the first copy, I was cool with it. And so finally I got a second limited edition and I still need to get the third one, but I've been pacing myself on that because that wasn't an item that like super stood out to me, even though I have been trying to collect every version of the Japanese albums. It just wasn't a really key item to have. But that photo book was a key item to have. That freaking Minho paper doll, the moment I saw it, I knew I needed to have it. Shinee's popcorn and their chocolate bar. Weird things to grab, but I wanted to get them when they were out because I wanted to know what a snack patterned after Shinee would taste like. But yeah, I've collected things that made my heart sing, things that felt incredibly special to me, and things that gave me some kind of personal satisfaction. Like my star card collection back here, I didn't do that for other people. I didn't spend the money I spent on boxes and individual cards and stuff like that. I didn't do that for anybody else but me because of the sense of satisfaction that I got completing the collection. I took it on as a challenge, and when I completed my challenge, I felt very happy with me. And I still feel very happy with me. When I open up that star card binder, I look at that, I'm like, wow, you did that. You got all these. And so like it's just, and then other things that I have that aren't star cards and stuff like that. I have so much stuff back here that is like stuff I wasn't even looking for, that were gifts from people. That people gave me these things because they cared about me. Like I have so much of the stuff that I have back here that are shiny odds and ends are gifts from Jazzy. And I've known her now for years. We've known each other, and before I ever met her, most of the stuff she's ever given me, I got from her before I ever set eyes on her, before I ever found out that she's short. But yeah, it's just, they represent friendship and they make me feel good to see them because it meant that someone was thinking of me and they're thinking of me in a very specific way. So, my advice to all of you when it comes to your collections, it's not about getting the most expensive thing, it's not about getting, the most collectible thing. It's not about collecting for anybody else in the world. It is literally about you and your relationship with the music, with the merch, with your feelings, all of that stuff. Because if it doesn't mean anything to you, honestly, it's going to hurt you to collect these things. There have been times in my life when I dealt with my depression through shopping and setting collecting goals for myself. And then when I would see the money I wasted when maybe I needed to buy a new tire or I needed to do something else of use, and I think about, oh, you spent $200 last month on K-pop when you could have put that towards your savings. I felt really bad inside. But that was when I bought things that I didn't need, that I just bought them because I was trying to put content on the channel. But then some of this stuff back here, most of this stuff back here, these are things that I bought only for me. This was a lot of this stuff I bought while I was still actively unboxing on my channel, but there's a whole bunch of other stuff that I bought at a time when I was not a regular unboxer at all, but I bought it for me because it made me happy and I was really glad to have it. And so it's the only thing that's lasted. And I think about the cost of this stuff when I have to describe it to others. I never think about the cost of this stuff when I'm looking at it. Like I never think of this bag of pens and be like, oh, this is $100 worth of pens. I don't think like that. Like I just think like, oh, look at all these cool ass pens I have. And so that's why I say I don't have the regret. I don't have the feeling of like, you could have done better. You could have done something different. Also, a pattern I've noticed about myself, sidebar, I repeat myself a lot. I don't know why. I like say the same thing several times, but I'll just rephrase it, and it's dumb, and it makes everything I say take a lot longer to say. But it's a nervous habit, I think, and I think it comes from growing up and feeling misunderstood and just wanting to reiterate the point over and over and over again to clarify so that I wouldn't be misunderstood. And it's carried off over into my adult life, and now it's a habit I can't break, and I hate it because being concise is something I strive to be, and I'm just nowhere near that goal. Nowhere near it. So, sidebar. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me. This was not supposed to be a shelf tour. You guys conned me into that one. But it was a good time. It was actually a good time. And it was a lot of fun. So thank you for watching. And I will talk to all of you later. Bye. I don't know if am I going to be filming more in this section? I might film more in this corner. I don't know. The lighting is not, I don't like this. This light is super bright. It's not my favorite thing in the world. But, we'll think about it. We'll think about it. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.